Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm Stranky and let's get cracking with our Moonlander. Not to be confused with Zoolander. Yes, we have to land this Moonlander. And yeah, we've got those things down now. Apparently G does it though. No need to panic, Stranky. Anyway, our quick save did save us, and we can do our burn. We've passed the node, but we can face the node and give it the old burn regardless. And that brings us in for a nice deep crash land onto said celestial body. Yeah. Anyway, so what we want to do probably is get rid of that maneuver. We'll warp there. We'll warp there. And we'll probably want to face surface, retrograde, go out of map view, and find the moon. There you are, Mr. Moon. Listen, bloom. So we're coming at 300 meters a second, actually speeding up slightly. No, I don't want to put that down. I want to go surface mode. So actually slower surface mode than thingy-majiggy. But yeah, let's actually speed up time slightly, but not too much, to get a bit closer. And by a bit closer I mean a lot closer. And so if we were to start burning off some of that speed now. Do we have any fuel? Actually, we don't have any fuel left. There we go. There we go. It's 107. We'll get a bit closer as the sun sets, making it rather difficult to land. Go faster again. It's a lot of playing with the controls. So we'll try and slow ourselves down now. Give it quite a strong blast. Try and find an angle where I can see. I don't know if you can see. Probably if I do that, you get some sort of a view. Our last approach was much better, must be said. So probably, well, we might not, but we may have to reload again. We're 18 up, dropping quite fast, but we're dropping the speed quite fast as well, so I think that's our thingy hitting. I really don't know what you guys can see. I cannot see much. But we're slowing the speed down considerably. It depends how high the surface actually is. 7.4, we're down to 290. We'll probably come in a bit steep. And kaboom! So we'll do that load again. We'll try it one more time. So we'll face the node and we'll go into map view and we'll execute the node. And that's enough. Can I not remove the node? Go away. There we go. So now we're landing on that side, so we can warp here with a much better speed. Well, still quite a speed, but I think the closer you get, the faster you get, so you know. So we're for the Almunio. So we want to face surface retrograde. And probably what I'll do then is there's this Mr. Sun. We'll burn what we have in this one to slow us down a bit at this stage. Which is that. Okay, and then we'll get a bit closer because I don't want to use up all of my fuel, obviously, landing. So can we, have we got the gear down? No, we don't. Let's put the gear down. There we go. That's much better. Apparently I did that already in space. Alright. So obviously it's good old Jebediah's turn to land on the moon. He wants to tell Barrett, like, I can do it better than you. So far he hasn't really done it better than Barrett. Although Barrett did have that awfully nasty dream. But hopefully Jeremiah can do it a bit better. So we'll go back to normal speed and we'll start slowing ourselves down. Quite a lot. And we're still dropping, so obviously we don't want to go to a dead stop. I think we put it down to about 200. Or rather, go to 300. $320-ish. There we go. With 80 left to full, and we'll speed up time again a bit. I'm obviously speeding up the time because I don't want this to take too long and be boring for you guys. If I do it bit by bit to so I speed back down again. I do it bit by bit to sort of keep it under control. So now we're at 300 again, 56 above. So we seem to be controllable. This is on a 5 times warp. Go up to 10 for a bit. And once we get to 40-ish, I'm bouncing up and down with the old time warp. Now take it a bit below the 300. So I want to make sure we can get back, so to speak. Obviously I don't want to go too slow, because it will one, take forever, and two, use up a lot of fuel unwantingly, because obviously as we keep getting closer we keep gaining speed. I mean, obviously the most efficient way is that you burn 100% at the absolute last second. That's the most efficient way, but obviously we aren't really in a position to do that. Now, we crash landed at around 5,000. Obviously it depends on where you are. Speed up till we get to about 20. And then I'll bring our velocity down again. I think a full burn is more efficient than a half burn anyway. But our speed is obviously dropping much quicker than the feet are dropping, so that's okay. Now try and keep it at around the 100-ish mark. As we get closer to the moon's surface. We'll bring it down to 75-ish. Then as it gets back up to 100, we'll bring it even further down. As the ground starts rendering in. Bring it down to 50-ish. If I zoom out, gives us a better idea of how close we are to the surface. There we are, right in, and then we're right out. So we've got quite a way still to go for here. Put the full burn on. I think it's quite a lumpy area where we're going to land. Okay, so they're the necks. What I want to ideally do is slow our descent. I don't want us to like whack the surface too hard, but I don't want us to come in too slow, waste a whole lot of fuel. So that was slowing down. Okay, so Yeah, I did a big boo-boo, so I have to re-land this thing after I got it landed. I'll take the speed down. And what I did was I got Jeb out. I couldn't get him back in again, and obviously I forgot to quick save before I took off, and I forgot to put that on prograde. So what I want to do is try and keep this at a constant-ish landing speed. No, not the flattest surface. So I have to find my old approach and cut from there. So I lost a good half an hour's worth of footage, but what can you do? I'm gonna whack up the throttle a bit, slow myself back down. I don't want myself too slow because it would take too long. I don't want myself too fast because I'll bounce and tip over. I have to get ready with the X to cut the engine at the last second. Well, I think we're pretty much there. Throttle down slightly, throttle back up, and we're there. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. Let's F5, quick save from here, and yes, this is the way we want to go. There we are. Okay, so we get some science. Keep that data, and in fact that's the only science we can actually get, apart from our mission to plant a flag. Whee. So we'll plant our flag and I'll try and get him back on board a bit quicker than before. So luckily you'll have all that fumbling around cut out, because plant our flag. There we go. And what will we call this flag? Jeb. I've got caps lock on. Jeb. Done. My typing is terrible because I've got my keyboard behind my microphone now. Second is best. Okay, and I don't think we can take any surface samples. So let me try this. I'll put the old rocket on. There we go. Once you get the hang of it, you can do it. So now, prograde. And I'm going to give it the old F5 again before I give it all the blast off technique. There we go, we can put the landing gear in with the old G button. Thank you, Scott. That helped a lot, mate. So we can check our apoapsis, which is growing quite considerably. Doesn't know how high we want to get this. Probably about 50 before we cut the engine. This is about 50, so we'll cut the engine. It's 4 minutes away. We're still taking off in the same direction we were in. Which I'm not sure is the best, but it's okay. Actually, we can warp. Orbital prograde. We can give it some. Turn it down a bit. Warp there. Actually warp even closer. Give it the old Z. Warp here. We'll give it the old Z. I really hope we have enough fuel to get back. It hasn't been the most efficient of missions, this one. We'll warp again. Just keep warping. And someone's knocking something, and we have an orbit. So now, which is the best way? Probably from somewhere there. Something like that gives us an orbit of Kerbal. I don't know which direction we're going in. What I can do is I can manually speed up time. We're going down, so I want to face the node. Actually, we don't want to face it now, we want to turn that off. We'll warp there. Zoom in. This is 2 minutes away. Estimated burn of 33 seconds. So we'll warp a bit closer. How's our battery doing? Go out of map view, I guess. Electric, okay. Okay then. So we can now face the node. Zoom out. And it's 33-second burn, so we want to be about 13-second burn, sorry. So we want to be about 7 seconds away. So we'll just tick down time a bit quicker. Then we'll go back to normal. And we'll face the node, which we are, and give it the old full burn, which should take us into orbit of Kerbal on our way back home. I don't know if we have enough delta V for the rest of it. Okay, so now we can speed up time. Till we get somewhere here, out of the influence of the old moon. There we go. Where everything's flipping and changing.
It's a no. It's a no.
It's periapsis. So it's probably a good place to actually do the burn.
Okay.
I don't know how many cuts I'm gonna have in this video, but there's a lot. So that is 10186. That's 15. So ideally we're at the 15. Which way round are we going? Going that way. So we want to come here, add a maneuver. We want to remove that remover. We want to add the maneuver. Something like, so I want to do okay, it's not that much. Nine 3-6 420 93 16 32 37 41. Yeah, that should be fine. 41. So we'll warp here. We've got quite a good trajectory. We'll keep warping. It's an hour away. So we warp again. I like to warp in stages. It's 27 minutes away. We're almost there. Okay, getting in closer, so I mean we're probably close enough to do the burn, but actually off of the line right now. So what we can do, we can off, face the node, we can probably execute the burn with very little what's the word? With effects. Okay, almost there. I'm gonna cut it a bit early and then do a bit slowly. Okay, we want to do a little bit more till we get to around 45-ish. Too much. So we want to turn prograde. And face the node again. Okay, 42 will do. Sorry it went quiet, but it's a risky thing. So anyway, we'll do our return home in the next episode, and hopefully we'll start planning another mission, maybe to Minmus, because we've done a lot of the moon and I want to redesign the actual lander. So I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. I've been Stranky, this has been Kerbal Space Program. I'll see you next time.